It's the River Valley Showcase here in the River Valley Radio Studios. Proud to welcome to the River Valley Mr. Tyler Gummersall. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here.
We met a couple of months ago. You were stopping through and came to check out the station, and thrilled to have you back. You've been in Nashville for the past few months, haven't you?
I have been. Yeah, man. It's been a time just playing with folks and writing and
Isn't that
around
cool?
that city. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a special
Nashville
place.
is just, and it's getting huge.
Oh man, I know. I've been going back and forth for about 8 years, and I feel like I've seen it change like a lot. So I can imagine the people who grew up there.
It's a city of condos every
Yeah.
time I go there.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
So you're originally from Colorado.
I am. Yeah, Southwest Colorado, around Durango.
Okay, I'm not sure I know that. Is it a small town, I'm guessing?
It's pretty small. It's changed a lot over the years as well. And I live out in the country. We live on 80 acres, so I say Durango, but really live in the county. That's why I grew up on ranches and stuff out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And you're on your way to Texas now to go check that out.
I am, and I'm really excited. Texas has always been a cool place for me and my music. Lloyd Maines, father of Natalie Maines of the Dixie Chicks, produced one of my last records, and we recorded it down near Austin and stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna go focus on Texas for a while because they seem to like my music, and I like Texas.
Texas is fantastic, which I'm not supposed to say as an Arkansan.
Oh, yeah.
But I do like Texas, and I especially like the Texas. We were talking off air. I don't know if you can call it the red dirt scene, but
Sure.
whatever that scene is actually called.
Yeah, I was like, man, west of the Mississippi too. I mean, Arkansas too. It's more cowboy here, which I really like. Yeah.
Arkansas is like deep South meets cowboy.
Yeah.
It's a cool place.
No
I
doubt.
do love my home state.
It's good.
The single we're going to play towards, we got a few minutes before we'll do it, but it's called How Did I Get Here, which
Yeah.
I relate to. I ask myself that often.
I'm sure we all do.
How did it come to be? Let's talk about the writing process.
Yeah, it's a kind of a neat story. Jim Lauderdale, who wrote a bunch of songs for George Strait, like King of Broken Hearts and stuff like that, and then Devin O'Day, who's a DJ at WSM in Nashville,
nice.
but also a great writer and a really sweet lady. I've had the honor to write with both of those folks some, and this one actually all three of us wrote together. And it's a pretty cool story because I was at the Opry the night before we wrote this song, and Jim was playing, and he invited me backstage, which was really neat, and Devin was there. And they were standing, behind the rope there, watching some people play, and Devin was just like, "Man, do you ever wonder just how did we get here?"
Yeah.
And that sparked it, and then Jim was like, "Well, let's write that tomorrow."
That's great.
Yeah, and it kind of turned out a little bit different. She showed up to the right with a lot of it done. She had kind of had this vision, of a soldier who lost his friend, but had to be there for his friend's daughter, and it's kind of a twist in the song. But that was pretty special. So it turned into a pretty touching story about a soldier.
Yeah.
So. And yeah,
It took on an organic process. I think that's so cool. Songwriting to me is fantastic and fascinating because the songs kind of become what the songs want to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that they have a life of their own. I mean,
Yeah. I totally, and I know that sounds very kind of hippie but yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, no doubt. It seems like every time you start to write something, usually it'll end up a little bit different, especially when you're co-writing with folks, which is fun.
How'd you get into the music business? Was it something that you always thought you were going to do?
Yeah, I was very fortunate to have super supportive parents. So from a very young age, I kind of showed that I like to entertain and sing and stuff like that, and they kind of supported me. They're both artists, visual artists. My dad's a painter, my mom's a photographer, so...
My mom's a painter,
oh, really?
actually.
Cool.
Yeah, she's a portrait artist.
Oh, neat. That's awesome. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, so, we're not unfamiliar with the whole trade of being an artist.
Right. It does help to grow up in the creative community.
No doubt. Yeah.
I think most people who get into entertainment, whether it's music or acting or radio, it's almost something I feel like you don't have a choice in.
I agree. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cliche, but it's like this is what I do, no doubt.
Because none of us picked entertainment because it was financially stable.
No, not at all. No. It's the biggest gamble ever.
It certainly
Just
is.
gotta do it, yeah.
Let's go ahead real quick and give out your social media website and all that good stuff.
Sure, yeah. I think you can find most of my social media stuff with Tyler with 2 L's, Tyller, music. Either tylermusic.com is my website, or if you search that on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, that's usually my handle.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Again, it's Tyler Gummersaw, and you want to go ahead and play something real quick?
Sure, I will, absolutely.
What are we gonna hear?
I don't know, that's a good question. What do you feel like? Something fast or slow?
I think Freebird.
Freebird, okay.
No. And when we come back, let's actually talk a little bit about the guitar you're playing, because it's a cool guitar.
Sure. Well, I'll sing another new song that I wrote with Devin. It's called "Why Do I Buy Whiskey?" Why do I buy whiskey on the rocks and 90 proof? A shot glass full of courage when I ain't got a thing to prove. Well, I'm giving up on getting high, 'cause it's the thing to do. Why do I buy whiskey when I wanna get drunk on you? Every night I sit here in this bar, trying to get your number, but I never get that far. And I'm contemplating how I'm waiting, how to break the ice. I'm not just a pickup line in boots for a guy, I'm pretty nice. Why do I buy whiskey on the rocks, 90 proof? A shot glass full of courage when I ain't got a thing to prove. Well, I'm giving up on getting high, 'cause it's the thing to do. Why do I buy whiskey when I want to get drunk on you? I could ask how late you work tonight, say heaven's missing an angel, or maybe start a fight to impress you with my strength and manly fortitude. Although I hate the taste of liquor, just bring a double to my booth. Why do I buy whiskey on the rocks of 90 proof? A shot glass full of courage when I ain't got a thing to prove. I'm giving up on getting high, 'cause it's the thing to do. Why do I buy whiskey when I wanna get drunk on you? I'm gonna tip you good, and yes I know that it's last call. Be back tomorrow night, hoping that the stars align. You find forever in my eyes, and we'll just have a ball. Why do I buy whiskey on the rocks and 90 proof? A shot glass full of courage when I ain't got a thing to prove. Well, I'm giving up on getting high, 'cause it's the thing to do. Why do I buy whiskey when I wanna get drunk on you? Oh, why do I buy whiskey when I wanna get drunk on you?
Well done, Tyler Gummersaw. You can play guitar, sir.
Thank you.
That is really, really good. And that's Why Do I Buy Whiskey?
Why do I buy whiskey? That's right.
Is it available out there where all the music is available?
It's actually new. It's gonna be out pretty soon. We just recorded it in Nashville. It's got a twin fiddle and a big old band and Western swing. So
Very
yeah,
cool,
yeah,
man.
it'll be out soon. Watch for it.
Totally impressed. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
That guitar sounds amazing too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second, because most
Sure.
of the time when people come in here, it's a steel string, which I
Right.
play steel string
Sure.
too, but
Yeah.
this is a nylon string.
Yeah.
Which for those listening that don't know, that's a wider neck. To me, it's a little bit more difficult to play.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends. I mean, I think it's a little easier just because the strings are not as tense; they're a little softer to play.
Mm-hmm.
But the neck is certainly wider. And I actually, when I play electric, I actually have a Telecaster, but I got a neck that is wider
'Cause you
because the
get
narrower,
used
because I'm
to
used to
it.
it. So
Sure.
it's what you're used to. But yeah, this is a beautiful guitar, a little family heirloom. It's a 1952 Martin that my grandpa got at a garage sale for $10, which is how we all like to find guitars, right?
Crazy. A 50s Martin for
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah, if only we could hack
Yeah.
upon that today. But yeah, and he gave it to my uncle, who's a singer songwriter in the Bay Area, and their band actually opened for the Grateful Dead, and they were a pretty big deal out there. But
That guitar opened for the Grateful Dead.
it did, apparently, yeah. I bet this guitar man has some serious stories.
That is too cool, man.
Yeah. He passed away kind of young, and then my grandma passed it on to me when I proved that I was going to stick with music. So.
Well, it's beautiful. It's
Thank you.
I really like it. Auditorium style. Is that an auditorium?
I think so. I think they call it either orchestra or auditorium. I think you might be right. Auditorium. Yeah.
I'm geeking out on guitars.
It's a smaller body.
Yeah, than your standard Dreadnought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Thank you.
Again, we're gonna play the single "How Did I Get Here," which that's out right now, isn't it?
It is. Yes. Yeah. Cowboys and Indians actually did a little feature on it, which is cool. So if you go to their site, you can hear it and find other places as well.
Well, man, congratulations on everything. I love your sound. I think Texas is gonna just dig you.
Thank you. I hope so. And thanks for doing what you do, man. Like I listened to the station. That's how I found it. Is I was listening on my drive, you know, and I had to stop by, and you do a really great job.
Oh, you're kind, sir.
No, seriously. I mean, we can't do it without radio and without listeners. So
I'm just thrilled to be a part of the process. I mean, you talk about how did I get here? I have no idea. I just lucked into a career where I get to listen to music and meet artists, and it's
cool.
It's pretty cool. Again, Tyler Gummersall, check out. Let's give social media and website one more time.
Sure, Tyler with 2 L's, TYLLER music.com. And you can also search that on social media. So yeah.
Very cool. All right, man. Well, safe travels to Texas, and when you're coming back through, stop by. We'll do it again.
Will do. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.